Hey, in a previous video when we compared these two pistols, I started getting off on a sidetrack. Go figure. It's not like I stay focused all the time. Go back a year when we did 9mm shoot-offs, I had several commenters saying that I didn't know how to shoot and that Nick didn't know how to shoot, that I was holding the pistol wrong. I politely told them they were full of shit. But hey, it's the internet. They know everything. If you're a Glock shooter, Glock shooters, there's no magazines. There's no magazine in that gun, right? Guns are empty. Glock shooters shoot this way. See my thumbs? All right. Well, Shannon, can you zoom in right where my left thumb is? Right here. What's right here, boys and girls? Slide lock. I had a couple guys on the channel, Stan and Dave, a while back. Excellent shooters with a Glock. Absolutely excellent. I mean, really good. Give them a SIG 225, give them a SIG 229, give them a Browning high power about every third shot. And the slide would lock open. Because why? They're shooting thumbs up. And they're pushing up on this lever. Not on this Ruger, but on a SIG or whatever. Now, if you look at the Smith & Wesson, that lever is protected. So it's much less chance, okay? So if you're a thumbs up shooter like this, you probably won't get the malfunctions with this pistol that you will get with this pistol. Well, in case you haven't noticed, boys and girls, Nick and I shoot, what, 5 different pistols a week? 3 to 5 different, and during a 9mm shoot-off, it was like 8 pistols in a weekend. You have to adjust your grip so the one grip works for all. In order for one grip to work for all, you have to shoot thumbs down, okay? So not shooting with your thumbs up isn't wrong. It's practical for how you shoot the gun. The other thing you'll notice, and this is where I had problems when I was talking about, I felt this trigger was vague. For years when I was a trooper, I carried a double action only Beretta, which requires you to, I'll do it on this, it requires you to, after you squeeze the trigger, let the trigger all the way out. Like that. All the way out. So what happens is, I taught myself, I'm not what they call a ride to seer guy. You'll see a guy, he'll shoot, the gun will, and then he'll just let the gun come out to here and to the reset and then fire. Not me. And I was watching Nick and he shoots similar. He does this and then he does a full trigger stroke. His finger comes all the way back out and it goes back in. And what that comes from is shooting different triggers. If you shoot the same gun every day, you can adjust your finger to that trigger. If you shoot different guns, you got to use a system that works with everything. That's why when I said before, if you can learn both manual of arms, it's always better, because this gun may not be available. Your gun may go down. You may have to use somebody else's gun in a gunfight. Especially, perfect example is what's going on in California with wildfire. Your gun gets burned up in a fire, and your buddy comes over and says, hey, you need to guard your house. Here's my Smith & Wesson, and you know how to friggin' work it. You're gonna have a problem. Now, did you notice? I didn't tell him about this when we started filming this. What's your input on this?
Now that you mention it, yeah. As we're shooting pretty much every gun we've shot, I've noticed that as I fire, it is click, run it out till I'm almost out of the trigger guard, and then fire again. Just because we've shot so many different firearms that sometimes the trigger reset is like here or all the way forward.
The Terra TM9.
Yep.
It didn't go off. It was all the way in the back, and you had to go all the way out to the front to get it to reset.
Just sitting there and going from light trigger to heavy trigger to long trigger to short trigger. That does make sense.
What's the point of the video? The point of the video is when you comment on stuff, know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? And I would probably match my shooting skills against a lot of people. The big thing is, I am teaching Nick to shoot everything. I am not teaching Nick to shoot Glocks. I am not teaching Nick to shoot Rugers. I am not teaching Nick to shoot 1911s. I want Nick to be, when he's done here, he can pick up any freaking pistol he comes across and he can function with it. He'll hit it, he'll know how to work it, and he won't, like my friends did, lock the slide open with your thumb. You may not know how to take it apart because every gun comes apart a little bit different, but basically, if you have the general overall skills that Nick's going to have, you can fight with any pistol that you're given. And that's the way we shoot here. So you guys that are all putting the mouth on me for how I hold a gun, go fuck yourselves, because you don't know what you're talking about. And if you don't want to come back to the channel, sorry to see you go. If you do, come back, because we're smartasses and we read the comments. Thanks again.